Back again with our Tuesday new books. Today we've got some more selections that we purchased with our grant through the LSTA, and we'd like to tell you about them today. First of all, we have this really gorgeous book on 500 years of British art. It has all kinds of really cool photographs of the art from Britain. Next is The Complete Guide to Crochet Dolls and Animals. The amigurumi techniques made easy. Which is cool. And some more animals so that you can crochet 15 adorable crochet patterns. They look like fun.
Cute.
The next one, Dress in the Age of Jane Austen, Regency Fashion by Hilary Davidson. There's some really beautiful illustrations in here too of the fashions back during Jane Austen's day. Okay, The Art of Paint, Pouring, Swipe, Swirl, and Spin. 50 plus tips, techniques, and step-by-step exercises for creating colorful, fluid art. We had to go at that recently. It was awesome.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looked really messy. Next one, Draw Manga Style, a beginner's step-by-step guide for drawing anime and manga by Scott Harris. 62 lessons. Next one, Banksy Completed by Carol Deal. This is about the famous author Banksy that ends up putting graffiti on walls all over the world. Next one, Flowers by Design, Creating Arrangements for Your Space by Ingrid Kazari, creator of Tin Can Studios, which is really cool. And if you keep an eye out, we're going to have some programs coming up this year on flower arranging, so check your schedules through our website. Embroidery for Everyone, Easy to Learn Techniques with 50 Patterns by Kelly Fletcher. Some basic embroidery techniques. The Comprehensive Guide to NFTs, Digital Artwork Blockchain Technology by Mark Beckham. Yes, NFTs. Major Labels, A History of Popular Music in 7 Genres, Rock, R&B, Country, Punk, Hip Hop, Dance, and Pop by Khalifa Sanath. Music. Next one, starting our religious section, The Making of Biblical Womanhood, How the Subjugation of Women Became Gospel Truth by Beth Allison Barr.
I'll get it.
Kathy Lee Gifford, The Jesus I Know, Honest Conversations and Diverse Opinions about Who He Is. Next one, it's a biography, Muhammad the World Changer, An Intimate Portrait by Muhammad Jabara. Next one, Greek Mythology, Tales of Greek Myth, Gods, Goddesses, Mythical Beasts, and the Beliefs of Ancient Greece by Adrian Myron. The next one is one of our Dorley Kindersley, or DK books, which are really awesome. World Religions, The Great Faiths Explored and Explained by John Boker. Good research material in there. Next one, What If Jesus Was Serious About Prayer by Sky Jethani. A visual guide to the spiritual practice most of us get wrong. Next one, Max Lucado, You Were Made for This Moment, Courage for Today and Hope for Tomorrow. The Characters of Easter, The Villains, Heroes, Cowards, and Crooks Who Witnessed History's Biggest Miracle by Daniel Darling. I'll let you take it.
Yeah. All right, moving on to a different topic, we've got Big Vape, The Incendiary Rise of Jewel. That's by Jamie Ducharme. Then we have another about recent DeFi, the recent DeFi movement, decentralized finance, After Bitcoin and Ethereum. Learn how to borrow, lend, trade, save, and invest. All right, we've got a few of the For Dummies collections. This one is Online Learning for Dummies. We also have Photoshop Elements 2022 for Dummies. And then finally, Garageband for Dummies. So Garageband, if you're not familiar, is for music editing, music production. Photoshop is for editing photos. I think most people have heard of that. And then online learning is very relevant today. Next, we have the Immersive Classroom. Create customized learning experiences with AR and VR. That's, I believe, alternate reality and virtual reality.
Sounds good.
And we have Coding and the Arts. Connecting CS to Drawing, Music, Animation, and More by Josh Caldwell. I have a very large book here called The Men's Fashion Book. And so as you can see, it's got a lot about men's fashion. Lots of photos and illustrations, I'm sure. So another fashion book if you're interested. Okay, now we have the Retirement Researcher's Guide series, and this one's specifically about retirement planning, navigating the important decisions for retirement success. This book is Profit and Punishment, How America Criminalizes the Poor in the Name of Justice, and that's by Tony Messenger. Next we have The Red Menace, How Lipstick Changed the Face of American History. Seems like a very interesting book.
I had fun picking out these books.
This book is called Homegrown Hate, Why White Nationalists and Militant Islamists Are Waging War Against the United States. That's by Sarah Kamali. We have Funeral Planning Basics, a step-by-step guide to funeral planning.
Cheerful. It's very interesting.
This is another of our religion books, Surprised by the Parables, Growing in Grace through the stories of Jesus. We also have Murder Maps USA, Crime Scenes Revisited. This just takes you through the U.S., different, infamous crimes and even battles from different wars.
And it's cool. I like the red and papers.
Catches your eye for sure. And then this one is Front Toward Enemy, War Veterans and the Home Front. That's by Daniel R. Green.
And we've got a few more under here. This one, the Auschwitz photographer, forgotten story of the World War II prisoner who documented thousands of lost souls. Luca Kripa and Maurizio Onis. I looked death in the eyes. I did it 50,000 times. Kind of a poignant book. Next one, Light Up the Night, America's Overdose Crisis and the Drug Users Fighting for Survival, Travis Lupick. And next we have some graphic novels. The Epic Bible. This is, of course, a graphic novel, comic book type edition. Next, Greek Mythology Explained, a deeper look at classical Greek lore and myth. Marios Christou and David Raymana. Next one, You Died, an anthology of the afterlife, edited by Andrea Purcell and Kel McDonald. Really, it's the big one thing we all have in common, but that doesn't make it easy to talk about. Next one, The Goal by Goldrats. It's a business graphic novel. Next one, Drawing Lines, an anthology of women cartoonists, featuring stories by Joyce Carol Oates, Gail Simone, Joelle Jones, and many more of comics' top talents. The COVID Chronicles, a comics anthology. title. Then a classic, Sun Tzu's The Art of War in graphic novel format. Illustrations by Pete Katz. Very interesting finding. The Black Panther Party, a graphic novel history, David Walker and Marcus Anderson. The next one is a two-part, here, get the other one. Two-part series on Sapiens, a graphic history. It goes from the birth of humankind in Volume 1
to the Pillars of Civilization in Volume 2.
Yuval Noah Harari. It's really cool. And then the last one, Greek Myths, a new retelling by Charlotte Higgins, with drawings by Chris O'Philly. These are ready to go in the collection, so if you're interested in them, go ahead and log into our library website, fairhopelibrary.org, and put you a hold on any of them that take your fancy. Thank you.
Bye.